Mozart's out.
What is up, YouTube? Wow, that ended quicker than I expected.
Is it over? Are we still on?
Yeah.
Time me. What was my time?
I was saying this like those, it's like those reels where it's like, oh my god, the new Mozart just dropped. The new Mozart just
We're
dropped.
gonna
He's
try
like,
something
"You
else
don't
on
miss, you
this
don't
thing. See if
miss."
it's.
Hey,
knows what I'm
YouTube
talking about.
actually sent me a
know what you're
notification
talking
that we're
about.
on today.
He's like, really? See, I usually get them though. Do you have that set up to where you can
Yes,
get them?
bro. YouTube is freaking whack. with
It's
notifications.
because we're probably shadow banned or something. We
listen to all that
we listen to
Molly
too much
action.
Alex Jones on Starfield. It's like, no, you can't
Our
do this.
joke-
Turn in the xenophobes game.
It's the xenophobes.
The joke's
Listen,
on us.
I'm
We've-
telling you,
we've-
I have seen the tapes. I have the video evidence right now. I
Why
am
is
telling you.
this so good? we've been sent to the shadow.
You know
Ban
what?
episode
You're waiting
2.
for 1776. You got it.
You're waiting for 2176. You got it.
Oh, that'd be great. All right,
Drinking
so
Aurora. They're turning gay off of Aurora. It's just fish guts, anyways. Big conspiracy theory. It's just toxins in the fish.
What?
you know what though? I love it.
It's true. You know, Aurora is made out of the fish guts of
yeah,
the
that's.
planet.
I actually just did that,
Is that what it
mission.
is?
Yeah. The whole planet's a water planet like Camino. You
Yeah,
can jump
yeah,
down
yeah.
and fight the fish. Yeah, all Aurora is just fish intestine acids.
I thought you were about to
Yeah,
say
and they,
People are getting high off
they
of
basically
it.
like mix it. Yeah, they melt it down or whatever.
It's just fish guts.
There's a mission where you like learn the
Wow.
whole thing and you actually
It's like
infiltrate
getting
the
high off
company.
of calamari.
Mon Calamari.
It's Mon Calamari. Oh, bro, I'm sorry.
Wrong sport, Matt. All right, YouTube, what's
was
up? We're getting set up. I think we are going to roll here soon because I don't think we have a whole lot of main topics to go with. We're going to just kind of roll with what we know.
Guys, we got 3 races left.
Ooh,
Yeah, sniffing the mic.
that's sad.
3 races, man.
In case you're wondering, we are listening to Star Wars Lo-Fi. It's got us kind of mellowed out.
After last week,
Yeah, after last
I had
week,
to take a
and
chill pill.
we were told it was a little crazy by no one.
By ourselves.
By ourselves. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get the actual show started then, I guess, since there's not a whole lot to do. To
Wait,
get ready.
we need an out of pocket intro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stop, Jeff. Quit
You
trying
want
to
2170?
Please do the intro like that.
No, it's by Alex Jones voice intro. Oh God. Hold on, I need to see what I wrote to see if it's even possible. Kyle Larson. Carl Larson wins the race at Las Vegas and locks. That sounds more like I'm like a wrestler or
Yeah,
something.
no.
Like,
This sounds more like Hulk Hogan.
yeah.
Can you do
You
it?
listen to me, brother. Kyle Larson wins the race at Las Vegas and locks himself into the playoffs.
Have you heard the news? Kyle Larson turning the frog gay.
Not 1 stage, not 2 stage,
Listen,
now 3 stages.
I don't know about you, but I have seen the tapes. I have watched Larson absolutely dominate this race. It was absolutely a absolute mess. Everyone out there should be ashamed. Everyone should be done doing what they're doing because you know what? It's just not a race anymore. What's up, Kuzman? Actually, it was
Kuzma
Gustavo.
clicked on it, he's like,
Sorry, Gustavo. It was you.
"Whoa." Oh, Goose.
Oh my God.
Sorry,
please,
Goose.
please do the intro like that. Please do something.
I could try. I can't promise what it's gonna sound like because
It's
once
okay.
I start, it's just gonna go for
You
it.
just got to go through it.
Oh my God.
Just power
Please
through
do
it.
it.
Just
Oh gosh. Hold on. Am I ready to? Yeah. This is gonna be something, everybody.
Master DJ, your only hope.
No, I don't know about that.
There's too many of. I'm in a whole Star Wars party now.
Kyle Larson has won the race at Las Vegas and locks himself into the playoffs of the Final Four. It was an absolute domination. I don't know about you. I saw the tapes. Let's talk about why we're here for the speed. What is up, guys? I can't do it again. I could try. I don't think I could do it for the whole show.
You got to do 2 hours of that.
Oh, gosh. It's like, what up, guys? My name is Alex Jones. I've been watching this race. Man, let me tell you, I have got a lot of things to say. And there's a lot of people out there, especially the people at CNN, that do not want you to hear what I have to say.
You mean MRN?
Yeah, whatever. What's up, guys? My name's DJ. I am not. If you're listening on the podcast, you are probably very confused what's happening. If you're confused, just watch the YouTube clip. We've been on for a little while. And in case anyone wonders or cares, we play Starfield, and somebody found that there's a fan project that somebody made, and they made Alex Jones out of AI in talking about a video game. It is hysterical.
It is
So
insane.
we've been laughing about it for the last, I don't know, 30 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm joined by, if you guys can get it together.
Oh man, I'm done, bro. That intro is peak. It's over.
I'm just Jeff.
Hello, just Jeff. Matthew here, and yeah, DJ. I think you set a
I'm
new
literally
level.
crying, bro.
You set a new standard.
I thought my ones from
listen,
last time were good. That's
that
a
was
good.
really
We got
good.
3 weeks
That-
left. I
that's
think
a-
you could
that's
do
a-
it all 3 weeks.
The funniest part
That's
was
a very
like
good
they're like I think it was Jeff was egging me on at the end. He's just like, yeah, just do it. And I'm like, I gotta see what I wrote. And then I wrote it. I'm just like, I don't know what it's gonna sound like when it comes out. I'm just gonna roll with it. And honestly, I don't even know how I
Bro.
didn't break character and start laughing in the middle of it.
I don't know either.
It was spot on.
It was.
That's exactly.
We're
gonna talk about it.
I'm
That's
just
what we
saying-
needed.
I'm just imagining somebody like that didn't watch the YouTube and see like the ramp up leading to this, and you just start the YouTube and it's literally Alex Jones yelling at you.
Listen, I have seen the race, and it was oh my god.
Are we gonna get
we don't
flagged
have
for
time.
that?
Just roll the tape.
We're gonna get flagged for that.
I don't know. I mean, Alex Jones was banned off of YouTube, so maybe we will. I don't know. This could be interesting.
Next we need someone to talk super fast like Ben Shapiro. They do our intro.
Oh my gosh.
Just call it NASCAR Wars.
What's up, Kuzman? NASCAR Wars. Oh my gosh.
Kuzman, if you missed that intro, bro, you got
You-
back
you
that
go
tape
back
and
up.
listen to it. Oh my god.
Oh, that was. Woo.
That was peak.
All right,
That
Goose,
was-
Goose
that
says
was-
congrats on the new baby, Matt, by the way.
Oh,
Hey.
thank you.
Yep.
You.
She was here today. Barely made a sound.
Yep, she slept the whole time.
Yeah. I don't
She's
know
down
how.
making cupcakes right now at 2. So
Well,
two,
I don't-
2 days,
I-
2 weeks old.
I don't think she's making them.
Hey, I don't know. I'm not there.
I mean, maybe.
She might be a prodigy in the kitchen,
Maybe.
just like her old man, just
Oh man.
cooking up freshness.
Listen,
Matt, we have to cook.
We
right.
gotta cook.
we got to cook.
Jesse, we have.
We got to cook right now.
Nothing we can do about it.
Oh my god.
All right, so let's actually. So, anyone have anything crazy happen this week other than us trying to impersonate Alex Jones?
Honestly, it was pretty chill week for me. Got back
Yep.
to work, had a week off with the baby, and then went back to work this week. Just pretty relaxed, just kind of chilling, doing my stuff at home.
Yeah, about the same for me. I mean, just kind of work was super loud, man. Having to talk loud, lost my voice a little bit. Not due to the race.
Not this time.
Really, what you yell at?
Nah, just
nothing this
super
week?
loud, man. You know, like the beginning of a job site, a lot of cutting concrete, pouring concrete, banging steel. It's just a loud environment.
Dude, the
but-
saw was the worst.
that
Cutting all
concrete
the-
cutting saw is the worst.
It's-
125 decibels.
Yeah, that I
Or
always
if there-
thought so
you got
too.
your steel workers
Shut
out
up.
there. You got the
Never
steel
heard that.
workers out there cutting the beams. Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's rough.
Yeah.
Not. I'm still grinding at work and just knee deep.
Have you been kicked out of school yet?
No.
Oh, that's
I
surprising.
hope not. I'm in my last semester of my bachelor.
No, we're talking about the
No,
We're
next.
the new
talking about
school.
West Virginia.
Oh no, not yet.
Don't ever send them the link.
I was gonna say, don't send him the podcast.
No.
Why are you being interviewed by Alex Jones?
You don't know who
That's
I know.
a problem. Nah, I'm still.
I've just became a liability to this podcast. I apologize, everybody.
God.
Bro, yeah.
I'm still knee deep in essays and homework. So just it's what it is right now for a
Yeah.
couple more weeks in December until December.
Yeah,
I'll be done.
I didn't have anything crazy. Just another week.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. All right. So kind of like
Kyle
the,
Busch.
that was pretty close. So we were in Las Vegas. The what is this? The round of 8 now we're in.
Yes.
So, man,
A couple of real racetracks now, finally.
just,
A real straight up round.
just wait until next year. You'll be saying that up to a whole nother
Too
level
soon.
next
Too
year.
soon.
I'm pretty sure the round of 8 is the same.
It
the
is.
round
The
8
round of
is
8
the
is-
same.
yeah.
It is refreshing to see, okay, we got 3 straight up races. The best of the best. Let's see who we got.
Yeah.
I still don't like that it's ending at Phoenix because
I think-
I'm with Denny Hamlin. I don't like the one race final round.
Really?
I'm
I'm still
all
about it.
about the three race final round.
Nope. I'm still about it.
I can get behind the 3 race final round.
I think it makes
Because-
it too
because-
clustered.
Well, it's just like if you have
Clustered.
Yeah.
Like stuffing all your champions into one weekend. It's all good. Go ahead, DJ.
Well, I mean, it's usually Thanksgiving. It's usually Thanksgiving weekend. So I mean, you're stuffing a turkey, you're stuffing the races, like you're good to go.
God. I mean, I was just gonna say like the other rounds have
Nobody
rounds.
extend that statement, by the way.
That's why I'm trying to move on.
like,
it.
please,
Kept
Jeff,
going.
please
Yeah.
move on.
But it's like it makes sense. The other rounds have multiple
Stuff in
races, and they're not based off of one like performance. I don't think that the championship round, the most important of the rounds, should be based off of one single performance.
Oh,
where
man, you guys are crazy.
all you gotta do is have
I-
one minor mechanical
would-
issue and you're done.
I would
That's
be
it.
for it. It's just like, man, it needs to rotate.
we
Like,
need
I'm
3
over
Super
Phoenix.
Bowls.
Yeah,
Let's go somewhere else.
I think every year it should be a different track.
Homestead, Atlanta would be nice this time of year. Texas
A
would
super
be okay.
speedway
I
for
mean,
a
I'm not that
champion?
Texas. Would
I was
be
gonna say,
great.
hold on.
I'm just saying, just something like it just can't be Phoenix every year. And I'm afraid like if they do ever do the auto club, rebuild down to a half mile, it'll be there for 5 years. Like, come on, man, let's just move it around.
I think everyone's in that same consensus. That,
Yeah.
Charlotte,
Having
it'll be
one-
cold, but let's go to Charlotte.
I mean,
of
having
grip.
one track always be the championship
That would-
weekend, that's toxic. Like
Charlotte
you can
would be a good
plan
one.
so much for that. Imagine if they didn't announce like the championship round till the round of 8, or the championship race till the round of 8. It's like, all right, this week they announced.
Oh,
boom.
you'd never do that.
I know you never
That kinda
would. I
sucks.
get it.
The
The
logistics would be-
logistics would
yeah.
make no sense. But like, I don't know. I think they have too much time to plan for it. Like for instance, Larson won the race this week. He ain't gotta do nothing
For the next 2
weeks.
races. Nope.
He is going to chill, make sure he's healthy, he's got the right mindset, and his car is going to be peak at
Yep.
Phoenix.
It's exactly what
so-
happened
so-
to Logano last year.
Yeah.
Kuzman says, would you flip Las Vegas and Phoenix? If this was the championship race, I feel like this is a pretty good race.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah, I
Bell's
thought it
in
was
it,
fair.
Larson's in it, it's coming down to the
good.
last
Last
lap, almost
lap.
right there. Like, that's a pretty good championship race.
And I bet you that if it was the last
Phoenix
race,
has not delivered yet.
yeah,
Phoenix, and I love Door Bumper Clear said this because I've thought about it, and they put it into words. Phoenix literally comes down to who has the best last pit stop.
Yes.
That's who wins
Yep.
the championship of Phoenix.
Yeah,
that's
that's
bull
fair.
crap,
That's
bro.
why
It needs
Larson
to be
won
a
his.
whole race.
because if Larson hadn't had his pit stop, where
Yes.
you almost are certain
Year
there
before
were
that,
there were
Chase
lug nuts,
Elliott.
there were lug nuts that were loose on that car for sure.
The year before that was Chase Elliott. Same thing.
Yep. Yeah,
Last
there had
year,
to be.
Joe Logano.
He was pretty fast, to be honest. But he won this race last year and had 2 weeks to prep for it.
We hinted at it before, maybe a month, maybe like 2 months ago. There was rumors from pretty credible sources that Blaney had orders to not
Yes.
pass
Yes.
Logano.
I wouldn't be surprised,
NASCAR wants their champion and the race winner in one shot.
which I get it.
I don't.
No, I get it because it's easier for non-fans. People like us are going to get it, but the casual
Ratings
people.
drop during the playoffs. Who you preaching to?
Listen. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying, I think it's stupid.
It's all the Phoenix race is all hardcore race fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Who are you
mean,
trying to
NFL and everything's
persuade?
already bad.
Game seven moment, all this crap.
Game 7.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Junior.
Talk about you.
That Tennessee coming out.
It's
in
just
you,
who
brother.
you trying to sell this on?
No, I agree.
Nobody's buying this.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I mean, I think if you're in position to win the race, you need to do your best to win the race.
Which is why I think there should be 4 rounds of 3 races. 4 guys, 3 races to
Did
go. The best out of those 3 races wins the championship.
Yeah.
Wasn't there an Xfinity race or a truck race where someone who wasn't in the championship
Oh,
for
yeah.
won the race?
Yes.
Yeah.
It came down and like he was doing burnouts because he
There
won the
used
race.
to be a regular in the truck series.
Yeah, and I don't know. To me, I didn't like it.
I
was
didn't
like,
mind.
This is
Yeah,
kind
you
of
can't comprehend 2 people winning at the end of the year.
I can. It's just kind of silly because the camera guy's all on the championship driver, and then it gives literally the race winner no time.
That's great. He won one race. The guy won the freaking championship.
It's just, I guess it's easier.
You
for
won
NASCAR to
one
make it all
race.
one.
This guy won the championship. He was the best all year.
Just saying.
You're lucky you even got a camera shot. No, I mean, it's
That's
just like
the way
there's
IndyCar's
just
been
not.
the past couple of years.
Look, and I'm super hot about the schedule next year, especially with the playoffs.
Oh, it sucks. It
it's
straight
so
up sucks.
gimmicky.
Yeah.
Like
It's made specifically for TV.
it is.
I
That's
do.
all it's made
I
for.
will.
They don't care
I
about
will
the
say
drivers,
this though.
the teams, the fans.
I do want to say that
TV.
I feel like in some case, to a point, I agree with you guys on that. But I do half wonder, though, if some of it is because of the Olympics. Their hands are a little tied, and they're like,
Bull
hey, this
crap.
year's going to be messed up anyway.
Bull crap.
Let's try some things.
So why can't you swap Daytona and Darlington?
That one I can't tell you.
All right.
Because that one makes no sense to me.
Why is Atlanta pushed as far back as it is?
I can't tell you that one.
Okay, so it's not.
I'm just saying
It's
I'm
just
trying
not.
to play devil's advocate
It's
here.
For all the good things Ben Kennedy does, he does some things that don't hit, and this don't hit. It just don't. You know, like I just
Okay, another question.
not that super speedways are illegitimate or whatever, but like think about the Brad Keselowski wreck where he wrecked Carson Hosford, Talladega. Who was in that wreck? Gibbs and Austin Dillon. If both of those guys are in the playoffs, they're taken out completely out of their control. It's just unfair to them. So one wild card round, everybody likes that. That's exciting. 2 wild card rounds, trash.
I'm even okay with 2 wild card rounds if there's only 1 wild card race in that round. There's 2 wild card
Yeah.
races in 2 rounds. That's
Are road
4.
courses even wild cards anymore though? We have Watkins Glen, which has been a snooze fest the last couple of years, which
that's-
sucks.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite tracks.
The
of all time.
Roval is a little chaotic. So I mean, but again, it's fairly predictable. It comes down to usually the top.
Who
the
wants
same
to see
few
the
people.
Oval versus the Roval next year?
Everybody wants
Oval.
to see the Oval.
Are you serious?
Oval.
Is this serious? I went on a whole rant like 2 hours
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah,
Are you
everyone
asking me?
wants the Oval.
I'm still
Why
stuck.
are we racing at the Roval? The Coke 600 sells out in competition with Monaco in the morning, Indy 500 in the afternoon. Coke 600 still sells out. Oh, but we're going to run 40% capacity at the Roval because, diversity and we want to, provide something different. Like,
I do
What?
like like I said, I've said this on here before. I love the idea of the Roval. I like how it's unique. It's something different. But at the same time, like we've said before, we're sacrificing a better race for it. We're sacrificing the Charlotte Oval, which has been amazing since this next gen came out.
I think
still
I
stuck.
think I said this last week. I would love to see the Roval move to Texas until the track ages enough
Maybe.
to provide a good oval race.
I mean, at this point, you got to try to do something with Texas.
The Oval versus the Texas Oval would be a way better race.
Maybe. I don't
They
know.
have the space. They could literally do this. It's the same
Do they
freaking
hit?
racetrack.
Does Texas already have a track in the infield? I'm
Bro,
assuming they
I'm
would.
telling you, I mean, how much is it going to cost to pave an infield road course section?
Can't be that much.
The
Realistically,
backstretch is all paved.
Yeah.
You literally take all the wall sections of the Roval and you ship it to Texas. Pave a little infield section. You're done. You're done. That's it.
I'm still stuck on making Charlotte the championship race.
That would be so freaking baller. You start with Daytona, you book in with Charlotte. That's dope.
Well, it's like first off, it makes for some of the best racing all year.
It's all paved, TJ.
And second
we're
off,
looking at a satellite map.
The
like
whole thing's
all
paved.
asphalt.
and
Well, that might be
second-
dirt,
Yeah, whatever.
but there's a lot of paving.
Well, we wanted a dirt race, right?
But Charlotte, quote unquote Charlotte, because it's not actually in Charlotte, but it's like home base. It's home base for NASCAR. Most
That
of the teams are from that area. It's like it makes sense. It's like a coming home type thing.
I do like Kuzman's comment though too about Las Vegas because you could literally do Las Vegas championship race, do your championship banquet and everything the next couple of days, and then you're off until February because there's no testing.
That is true. They do that. I thought they did the banquet in Nashville though.
It's in Nashville now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
It used to be in Las Vegas, but that would be cool though. if
Yeah.
they still did it in Las Vegas.
I think they should bring back The Rock.
I think they should too.
I mean,
Bring it back.
at this point, why not?
It was
Take
a good race.
take away a Richmond race for the love of
Bring back
God,
The Rock.
please. We
Yeah,
not,
that's kinda
like
terrible.
the Carolina area does not need another race, but if you take one away from say Virginia, which is close, Richmond, right at the Rock, it's a win-win-win.
I'd rather go to the Rock than another Richmond.
I
That's
can't
for
believe
sure.
Richmond is back in the playoffs. Who the hell thought that was a good idea? Like
Back
what
by
the
popular
hell, bro?
demand. Richmond.
The action track.
No.
God, man.
Oh God, please, no.
I think they started farming. No, wait, never mind. That's the wrong one. I was thinking New Hampshire. I was like, they started farming lobsters. Now they have to start giving them away.
Get rid of that track too.
Yeah, that track is just so difficult
What do
because
you
of
get at
all the
Richmond?
restrictions.
Do you just get a regular trophy? Or you get something gimmicky there?
I don't know.
Where?
Richmond.
I don't know. Nothing worth remembering, obviously.
Well, people get like clocks at other places.
The best part,
Clocks,
giant-
lobsters.
a giant
The best
bottle of
part of-
wine.
the
Bristol
best-
gives you a sword, so you can
sword.
fight your
You get a-
competitors.
the best part
If
of
you
New
win,
Hampshire.
if you-
The best
Sorry.
part of New Hampshire is that Denny Hamlin normally wins that race, and he just holds it up and he's like, every
I root
year
for
he
him
does
just
because
so
he
he
hates
has to
doing
hold
it.
the lobster and be like, I don't like this.
That-
It's
would be
literally
me
a
if, like,
giant wood state.
it's the state of Virginia.
Oh,
It's like a
would
wooden
be-
state.
It's like something your grandma has in her closet.
There is a checkered flag behind it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Could you
It looks like
imagine?
something
Whoa.
you buy out of a
Could
thrift
you
store.
imagine there
I
being
could see
a-
Etsy making this.
Oh man,
Could you-
DJ, we could probably 3D print
just
that.
We could.
They could keep going.
All right, let's.
Still going.
Yeah.
I was like, could you imagine if like one of the race wins was a snake? I would purposely get second. If
Matt would slam on his brakes like come from cars and be
Yes.
like, "Nope, I will push someone else to the win before I win this trophy."
just a
Matt
big
would come
boa
right up to the
constrictor.
line.
That's your
Let someone pass.
That's your homestead trophy. Is you get one of the boas they catch in
my
the Everglades.
Oh my god.
Yes,
This year's
no,
a
The
30
trophy is
footer.
just one of them water moccasins from outside the track.
nope, not about it. All right, so
That's
what
the Everglades, boy.
did you guys notice that NASCAR was like really trying to cut down on restart
I'm for
violations?
it. I'm so for it.
Dude, that was weird. Like, have we had anything like that all year?
No. Maybe a little bit in the lower series.
I don't remember it in the Cup
Kind of
Series for
seen
sure.
a few things throughout the year, here or there.
I think it was just so bad the last two races that NASCAR's like,
I'm for
Dude.
it. How good were the restarts today?
oh, they were great.
The restarts
Yeah.
today were awesome. This is what NASCAR wants. They want a tight. So this is like one of the things. Like I'm gonna be on board with NASCAR doing this. Like okay, good job. Like
Yeah.
I'm agreed with this.
Yeah. Are y'all
else
gonna
to
agree? Because I'm
Jeff,
like,
just gonna be quiet.
I mean,
that's not normal.
yeah. I mean,
Fact.
Jeff, you know it's true.
you're just gonna do me like that in public?
I prefer not to do at all.
Yeah, that's gay.
That's what I thought too.
Anyway,
Are you
go
gonna
ahead,
talk?
Matt. Go ahead, Matt.
You want me to go?
Go ahead, Matt.
All right, thank you. No, I mean the restart violations. They were more present this race. It kind of sucks because some of my drivers I picked got
You got violated?
Yeah.
Go violate.
And I'm like,
I've been violated.
Yeah, basically.
NASCAR stop.
There it is.
And
There it is, folks.
I was like,
Stop.
rats, but he really effed up
Did
that
you
one.
say rats?
Rats.
Rats.
Oh, rats.
But I think honestly, the last few races, I know Talladega, they were egregious. Like they were really bad.
Yeah.
And the Roval, they were playing games on the Roval.
Dude,
Like,
there
it
was so many
bad.
the
restart
Roval-
violations at the Roval.
The Roval, they were literally taking off 2 car links before they even did
Yes.
the restart zone. I'm like, this is not a penalty.
This is like,
Like,
NASCAR,
okay.
like looking and be like, all right, y'all want to play some games? We're gonna play some games.
Yeah.
Started
I think
spanking them.
Bob or Jeff Gluck tweeted out before the race that NASCAR had specifically like mentioned, don't play with the restarts, don't lay back, don't change lanes before the start finish line. So that kind of gave me the inclination that we're like, we might see it today. And then yeah, I mean they held the hammer down,
Yeah.
and the restarts were better. The product on TV was better
Was
because
better.
of it.
Way
Yeah.
better.
So
And,
I'm for it.
You said that the restarts were closer together, right? Like
They were
the-
super packed up.
yeah.
It actually reminded me of almost
Well,
like
was
a
it the
Gen 6
restart
restart.
line? Wasn't the restart line closer? Did they?
No, I
change-
think that was the same.
It was the
like
same?
typical.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like you saw everybody was having to like maintain their gaps.
Yeah.
So and stay uptight. Nobody would like if they said was it Chase Elliott? Who was the other one that got penalized?
AJ, wasn't it?
Yeah,
AJ
and,
got
and
it,
they
yeah.
both of them I think they said they were 2 car links.
Oof.
Like,
That's a lot.
not much compared to what they've been getting away with.
True, but I was gonna say that's still a lot
It's
for
a
restart.
lot, but
yeah.
what they've been getting away with, like
Yeah, true.
that's cool. Like I like the product of the restarts better.
I
today.
wonder if NASCAR went to him today and was like, "Look, we're gonna look for it today," and that's part of why you saw everyone else bunching up together.
Probably.
And they were like, "We're looking for it, so be ready." And
AJ not in the playoffs, Chase Elliott not in the playoffs.
what do they care?
Risk it for the biscuit.
Yep, exactly.
Full sun.
Bisky for the bisky.
Yeah, Jake, I just noticed that you're very much themed for Las Vegas. You look like you're going to play poker
Why?
because you got the sunglasses, the hat.
I told you that light gives me a headache, bro.
and I turned it down for you too.
I just want to make sure everybody can see my Tennessee
we
after we
added
beat
new
A&M
lights
this
today,
week.
actually.
Yeah,
Got my koozie.
you can see the
got my
reflection of
hat.
one and the cord. You can see the cord above my head.
Got that duck face.
Oh, there you go.
We got to move that around. but that's okay. All right, so let's. There was a lot of tire failures in this race too.
Yes.
Like
Chevys, all Chevys, pretty much.
well,
Well, Ty Gibbs was kind of. I think it was a loose wheel. I don't think it was a tire.
his was something
going
weird,
down.
but I will say one thing, man. That camera operator was having way too much fun following that rim around the
Bro,
track.
I was so sad
That was
they quit.
hilarious. He could have made it all the way home.
It almost
That's what I think
did.
everyone
for
was
it.
looking for.
That thing came off in turn 3 and almost made it all the way to pit road. Like,
No, I mean there were some tire failures for sure. I believe they were all Chevys. I didn't see anyone.
I think
who wasn't a
so.
Chevy.
I'll see.
I mean, the two big ones were the legacy
cars.
Yeah.
42 and 43, both right rears.
Say who else?
I like how they had that shot of Jimmy just looking at like just
Did they
like
confirm?
poor
no
man.
emotion. He's just like, yep.
Did they?
You know,
He's
I
pulling the-
can't help but think I've been next. I've gotten a chance to be next to some of those wheels and tires. I've gotten to try to pick one up, and by try I mean like try because they're heavy. But
Oh, really? You mean try?
man, imagine you just getting mowed over by that rim, just rolling down pit road, and you're just
Random thoughts by Joe.
It
I don't
cut you
know.
in half.
it's just like, bro, like the
That
thing
sharp
is,
aluminum. Just,
bro, like just imagine being like like a pit crew member, just like out in the middle of pit road or like out in one of the lanes and it just rolls up.
yeah, because they normally
Get
just
you.
get it out there.
Talking about what was
I
it,
don't know, I
2
just-
weeks ago, or I guess Texas 2 weeks ago, when that car hit pit road.
Yeah.
Right. Remember that
Was
wreck?
that, or was that Texas?
I think it was Texas.
Oh yeah, it was. Okay.
If we go work the race this weekend, you gonna sit on pit road?
Yeah.
On the wall?
Of course.
Oh, ballsy. Well, I guess there is a wall at Homestead.
That's what they
Whatever.
call me.
that's what they call me.
Nobody.
No, not a single person. Yeah, it was just weird because I mean, is it set up or do you think it's more like is this a
It's
tire
all
problem?
set up because it was all Chevys. You had Larson during practice said he felt like he had a tire vibration.
I'm sorry,
He came
Larson cracked me up when he's like on the radio. It's like, yeah, did you hit the wall? Yeah, a little bit. That man
I'm not even
was
talking about that. I'm talking about practice. Chill, DJ. Back it up.
Dang, rude.
technically go forward.
She can-
Back it up.
you know,
I'll back it.
Back
up.
it up.
2 week suspension just for that comment right there.
Listen, I'm
Producer.
telling you, I knew what I was talking about. Give it to me.
No,
later.
I'm just saying. Like at practice, it was Larson with the tire vibration.
Yep.
Came in, it was a blister tire. But at the same time, he was coming in. Chase Elliott blew a right rear.
And-
Literally same
and
amount of laps. on
Was
the
it
tires.
Suarez? Was the other one the 99?
That was today, right during the race.
I think that was practice.
Oh, practice. No. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Suarez.
All
blew a right
Chevys.
rear. So all 3 Chevys, and then today was the 2 legacy guys. Actually,
I think
so
Alex
I didn't
Bowman
pick
blew a
like,
tire too, right?
he had some.
He
His
hit
might
the
have
wall,
been.
but
His
I
might
think
have been
he blew a
steering.
I think his steering
No, I
was
think he
broken
broke
after
his
he
steering.
hit
Oh,
that
the
could-
wall.
that could be.
Actually,
He hit it
I
hard.
missed the beginning of that wreck.
I
Was
did
it
too.
a-
They
was it a
didn't really
tire?
show it. I don't know. I would say. I'm just gonna assume
mean,
I mean,
probably.
it's a tire.
It's
So I think, honestly, I didn't pick Larson in our fantasy league because I really thought he was gonna blow another
What
one.
an idiot. This guy.
Whatever, man.
Hey man, I'll take 2 stage wins in a race one.
Whatever.
2 DNF 2. Let's go. Let's go.
so you're playing the long game, not the short
Just
game.
get it. Just get it.
Just get it.
Yeah, so
get it.
I'm,
DJ's not playing any game because he's eliminated.
I am out. Honestly, it was kind of nice.
How many text messages did I have to send this week for points?
Some
4?
of us work. Not all of us get to sit in our truck.
I know what
and
your
pretend to
Fridays are
work
like,
and
alright.
watch. Yeah,
I know what your Fridays are like. You can do points.
I could have.
I know you could.
this man be like, I don't have time to do anything. I work full time, whatever, and then
Chill,
comes
Jeff.
home and then
Chill,
comes
Jeff.
home and plays Starfield on.
Oh, okay. That's true. That's true. It's mainly just so I can listen to Alex Jones. Alex Jones, Starfield AI.
Dude,
Genius.
that
I'm
was
on an asteroid. No one will know where I'm at.
dude. Not to like derail, but it's just funny because it's literally like they took script from the game and stuff like that.
That's so
it's
genius.
literally like it's Alex Jones talking about stuff in the game. Like it's hilarious. If you're looking for it, starfieldradio.com. Otherwise known as infowars.madmax.tv, thatworld.tv or whatever. It's
What do you guys think about the next gen on this mile and a half?
It's the best. It's my favorite.
only because Brad was up at the front.
Brian almost won this race.
He was looking good.
I
always
feel like
looking
I
good.
feel like it's not
don't
as
know.
good as it has been. This was a lesser of the mile and a half. So
Yeah,
far.
I
Yeah.
mean, but honestly, I felt like this race was very similar to last year's race and earlier Las Vegas. Like, I think it's just a Vegas thing.
I
It
kinda
just seemed
feel that.
very. It seemed almost.
Okay.
I'm sorry to say it, but it seemed forgettable. If there weren't tire failures, it was a forgettable race. It was a
What
very,
is there to remember?
No,
from
how
this
can you
race?
forget Kyle Larson and Brad Keselowski in the top 5? How could you forget that?
you know what?
Jeff, you're so dumb. Anyways, I think the only thing that could be memorable for me is what happened last year when Joey Logano won this, and he gave him 3 weeks to prep for
Yes.
Las Vegas or
Yes.
for Phoenix. Excuse
Yes,
me.
that is the only reason.
That's the
people
only thing
remember
that people
Las
might
Vegas
remember
last year.
this race.
and it could happen again.
I think
It
it
probably will.
You know, it just there wasn't any big upset. Larson dominated. He did. He won both stages, won the race. He had a little bit of competition through there, but it's just a long game strategy. You know, tires had a big effect on it. I think one more lap, I think Bell was going to win it, or excuse me, he was going to wreck. But it was one of the two.
Yeah, man. It really did come
I was
down to the
stressing on
last
that last lap.
last turn.
It
It
was
came
half
down
a
to the
car
end.
One more
length.
lap, man.
It was half a car.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He was right there. It was half a car length.
Well, he had to block him. Like, I mean,
And it
he-
was talk about such an upset from Xfinity. Xfinity, Riley Herbst, 20-second lead.
Who?
Riley Herbst.
yeah, the guy
Herbst?
that Matt,
How do you pronounce it? Herbst.
the guy
That's
that
his
Matt
first
trash
win,
talked
man.
last week.
Hey, you know what?
And
Got
Who's
him a
that
win.
guy?
Remember when we went to freaking? I think we told this story already. We went to
Cracker
breakfast
Barrel?
at Cracker Barrel.
He walked right by me. He was so bashful. He's like, "Yeah, I'm a driver." I'm like, "Yeah, we'll win one." That was pretty
You did
rude. That
not
was
say
kind of
that.
rude.
His team guys were like, "You know who that is?" We're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "He's a
We said,
driver."
yeah.
We're
We're
like,
"Yeah, we
"Yeah,
know.
we
It's
know."
Riley Herbst."
Yeah.
And
You
like
are
me and
all-
Matt are all wearing like our DGM stuff. We're like
Yeah.
literally, he's like 5 garage stalls down. Like, chill, bro. Like, he's just like, yeah.
Well, they're all walking in
Like,
Monster
bro,
Energy
chill,
stuff.
bro.
You
Yeah.
either got two people. It's Ty Gibbs or Riley Herbst. It's one of the two.
Yep.
You know, and Ty Gibbs ain't going
It
to
was
Cracker
just funny the
Barrel
way
on a
the
Saturday
two guys
morning.
were like, "You know who that is, bro?"
Yeah,
know?
like you're supposed
They're
to
like his
like,
hype men.
yeah,
Like the mafia telling you, like, "Don't sit next to our table, bro."
Yeah, basically.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? Honestly, like we were sitting there chilling, like
They
doing
know
our
what I'm
thing,
saying.
and people would like walk by to their table and be like, "That's Riley Herbst," and make the man stand up and like take a photo with him at
Is
Cracker
he
Barrel. I'm like,
eating breakfast with
just
his
let
mom
the
and
guy
dad,
be.
whatever?
His
Like,
Yeah.
girlfriend's there, and people are like, it's one thing to be like at your table and be like, "Hey, that's Riley Herbst," you know. It's
you really
cool
gonna
story.
like of all people, Riley Herbst? Like
right?
like of all the people in
Jeff
the Xfinity,
Gordon, maybe. That's a once in a lifetime, possibly.
Jeff Gordon, really?
If it, shut up.
You like the mullet now? Like maybe Jeff Gordon like 10 years ago.
Back in the day with a stash, bro.
The stash.
You should have brought back the stash.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if old man Jeff Gordon brings back the stash.
Next year.
that'd be pretty wild. Kuzman says he thinks it was closer. The race was closer than it should have been, and Gillen needed to get out of the way.
I mean, is that the first time?
That's not, and it probably won't be.
Have they announced who's in the 38 next year?
Plot twist: Noah Gregson.
Actually,
Maybe.
I mean, we don't really have a silly season.
It's
segment.
there, but there's nothing to talk about. So
The rumor is Noah's going to the 10.
I've heard that. I've heard
Yep.
that it's the 10.
I've heard that
Jake.
from a couple good
From Jake.
spots.
No, actually, it was what was it? Bob Pockers, I think, was saying it.
Well, yeah, they said that on DBC. and
BBC was talking about it a little
Really?
bit.
Heard
Yeah.
that from a couple other.
That's what he said was like that's the one he's heard is the most likely.
The Larson
But he
effect
said-
continues.
There's a
He-
trend.
the only thing
There's
he-
a trend there, man.
The only thing he said was it was like he's like the thing is I've heard that the name of that car changed a lot.
yeah.
So it's very fluid.
Look,
From what
man,
I've
just
heard
be
from,
be politically incorrect, and you'll get an upgrade. So this is what it
Well,
is.
we did kind of call it.
It's the Larson effect.
I
man.
mean, the Larson effect.
anytime. it
Listen,
happens.
all I'm saying, if anyone that's
Our
politically
kids will talk
incorrect,
about there's no Mandela effect. It'll be like the
if
Larson
there is
effect.
if there's one owner of a team though that is a fitting place for a guy that's politically incorrect, Tony Stewart is that guy. So it
give you
makes
that.
sense.
Look,
And
man,
Tony Stewart knew he missed out on Larson, so he's probably like, "Listen, I'm not losing something like that again. We're getting
hey,
this
look,
guy."
man, you
Maybe I don't know.
if all I gotta do is like a meme to get an upgrade in life, like that's what I'm about it. Like that's it.
how come it hasn't worked for you so far?
I don't know.
He needs the right meme.
Based off the stuff you send me, you should be a freaking billionaire by now.
Sit next to Bezos over here.
Some of that stuff, I'm like, bro, you need to tag that not safe for work, bro.
Yeah,
I'm in
Jake,
better.
where are you right now?
better.
Why? I need to send you a meme, and I don't know who's around.
I've done that to Josh a couple of times.
Really?
Like, please don't watch this at work. Or like, hey, put your
Works in
earbuds in.
construction. He should be fine.
Put your Bluetooth earbuds in.
All right, so
watch
going
this.
back to what is it, the 38? The 38.
I don't know anything about the 38. I will say to kind of book in the Noah Gregson thing. The last thing I heard was it kind of depends on sponsorship. If Noah can nail down some of the sponsorship, it's a done deal.
I would imagine.
Smithfield.
Because no.
I wonder
I
if-
think it has to do around the Wendy's deal.
I would say is Wendy's.
Wendy's, and some of the
Hey, Wendy's is pretty politically
the Black
incorrect, too.
Rifle coffee stuff. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
So it'll
I don't-
kind of depend on that, and
They're
if
gonna-
that can all work out.
I think they need at least one or two big sponsors.
Yeah, and
would
then
be my
maybe they
guess.
can kind of,
piece something together.
yeah, basically for the year. So I don't know. Like what I've heard is Almirola is not coming back. Will not come back.
He just
He's done.
won't decide it until
He's
January.
not going to say anything until the last week.
That's so stupid.
Well,
Sorry,
Smithfield is out. So if Smithfield's out, that's his only like key sponsor.
but that's just, I don't know. It's just playing games. It's just dumb. Could you
I don't
imagine trying to be
disagree.
his boss?
Yeah,
He'd
but
be like,
does,
so are you staying? Are you not? And he's like,
Should I stay or should
don't
I
know.
go?
It depends on the bacon company. Like, it's just, it's just stupid.
Imagine Tony Stewart comes in, Almirola. You get the bacon
He's-
or not?
So Almirola is the kind of guy that's gonna turn in like a 2-month notice. It'd be like, hey, I might leave somewhere between now and December. Like maybe. I don't know.
He pulls the whole, hey, in 2 weeks, you're going to notice I ain't been here in 2
No,
weeks.
but it's like 2 months.
Yeah.
Like imagine someone be like, hey, in 2 months, like I might be here. I might not. You never know.
Maybe.
Magic man.
I jeez.
I had someone like this when I was, I don't want to say anything crazy, but when I was working, there was a guy who legitimately was like, I'm going to put in my notice. And he was still there for like 2 months. And he was just chilling, not doing a thing. It was wild. He literally clocked in, went to the back, and sat on his computer all day. And nobody could say a thing because he already turned in his notice. And they couldn't let him go. It was toxic. So,
Was it Jeff?
you know what? It
What
was
the heck?
Jeff. No, but Jeff, you probably know him. You probably remember him.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I know.
I think I
exactly
can
who
say
you're
his first
talking
name
about.
because I don't think like nobody would figure it's Brandon.
I don't think
You remember
anybody
Brandon?
cares.
Oh yeah.
That too.
You never know.
Nobody cares
Oh,
but
I
you
know.
guys.
We'll get rich, you know. Nobody cares about us. That's rude.
I said nobody cares but you guys.
You guys.
You too.
Oh, us too.
We're
Yes.
also the only two that picked Larson this week. So.
Yeah, we're winners. Unlike you, Duppy.
I already lost.
Whatever.
Nerd.
Who'd you pick again? Oh, the losers.
Ty Gibbs.
Oh,
How many DNFs do you
the
have?
rimless boy.
One.
I think you had two.
You know what? Your life's a DNF.
Your life is a DNO. Wow.
Kuzman says. Kuzman
That gets
says.
worse the more
I
you
mean-
think
My
about
best
it.
comeback.
So Kuzman said, I mean, bacon is good, and I'm getting free bacon. That might be the deal breaker.
Okay.
Like, I can,
No,
I can go.
so
with you. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't
either.
know. I don't. It's
What,
weird.
what, so the 16 is still free.
Yep.
So AJ Allmendinger is not coming back.
No, he's. I think the rumor
He
is
does
full
not have
time
the-
Xfinity.
Yep, because he doesn't have the sponsorship to come back full time 16, and colleague can't afford to pay his.
So
ride,
they need
basically.
somebody with sponsorship to fill that ride.
So who is that?
Riley Herbst.
You're gonna have two Monster Energy cars.
Forget it.
I don't know. And I was gonna say because it's the problem is that there's drivers I can think of, but they're all tied up to multi-year deals in Xfinity or something.
The next time we go to the racetrack, I'm just gonna tell people, you know, that's Mario Goslin, right?
Wait,
You know who that is?
Yeah, we
You know who that is?
hey, just say Mario, and maybe they'll think it's Andretti, and they'll be like more
Right.
impressed. Hey, you know that's Mario. Like, wait, Andretti? That's
We might have a
Mario.
lot of work to do this week.
We're gonna have a lot of work.
I think they're both wrecked.
That one caution yesterday, I was like, oh, that sucks.
They're gonna our cars. No.
It's like that looks like a lot of damage.
It's
No,
gonna be a lot of painting.
That's
he
a lot of
wasn't
damage.
ready.
I don't know who's going to what cars. I mean a lot of the big names they're already tied up.
who could possibly go to 16?
I assume I'm just gonna throw it out. It's got to be a Chevy driver.
Yeah.
Probably someone in trucks who's doing good. Who's
Is
a
it-
good truck Chevy driver right now? Matt Crafton. He's the only one who can go forward. No, I really don't know. Ben
Enfinger?
Rhodes?
Enfinger?
I
What
thought I
does
saw
Enfinger
something-
drive?
Or, wait, do they drive Fords? I can't even remember.
Wait, I
Thor-
thought I saw something
think
about
Thor's
Sheldon
worked on
Creed leaving
Ford.
RCR.
I don't even.
That
know.
is true, but I don't think he's deserved a cup ride yet.
No.
I
Maybe
think
well,
Austin Hill should definitely go forward before him.
Yeah.
He's a truck
Yeah,
he's
but
a truck
he's
champion.
multi-year RCR Xfinity.
Yeah.
Someone will buy out that contract.
So
Or
does-
zero will
He's
take
hold
a
the
on.
truck,
money.
Does-
Sheldon Creed is a truck champion.
Yeah,
and
but does-
Hocevar is going straight from trucks to cup.
Does Creed have a lot of sponsorship with him?
I doubt it.
He's got a
don't
Wheeling
know.
deal.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Wheeling
is that
is a
enough for?
Creed deal.
Would that be enough to get him into the 16?
No.
I have no idea.
No.
Maybe like part way, but
I mean, that's you're already close. You'd be close
It's like a
because you know the
I don't
16
know.
has some money in it. It's not like a fully empty thing.
I think if Gilliland brings back sponsorship, he stays in 38. 10, I think, is Noah Gregson.
Could be.
16, who the
16.
hell knows, bro? Let's see what Kuzman says.
Oh, something about I already submitted my question of the week, but I have a different one. Has Chase Elliott underperformed his way out
got
of
that yet?
NASCAR Golden Boy?
Nah, he'll never leave that role.
Nah.
I think
Not till
listen.
he
I think he
retires.
should also.
I don't think he
be-
deserves it right after this year, but
I think he should also be in the running for Silver Spoon Awards. Yeah, but throw Ryan Blaney in there too.
Ouch.
Hey man, their
Dang,
dads were
man.
really good at the
Just because
sport,
he's
and they
in
got
tight
in.
with the boss man Penske don't mean he's a silver spoon.
I think so.
well, hold on. We need to clarify this for our Silver Spoon Award. We can't just be like, "Oh, here you go. Here you go, Bowman.
I just figured it
We
was
found out
anyone
your
who
dad had a good money."
a really good dad in NASCAR who had a lot of money and brought him in. I mean, that's
So,
50% of the
LaJoy?
field. but-
LaJoy?
good day.
Yeah, but he's not winning. So how can you? He's got like a bronze spoon award.
He's stacking,
The bronze.
A cereal spoon.
he's stacking
You mean a
the
penny?
He's stacking them pennies.
I don't think.
Stacking
I don't
pennies.
think
That's the
he's.
copper award.
I don't think he is stacking pennies anymore for sure. All right. So you guys have anything else you guys want to kind of talk about?
You've
We're
upgraded from pennies to dimes.
Not much. I mean, honestly, the race, like I said, it was kind of. It was
Just kind of mid.
It was for me. It seems exactly like the last few Las Vegas races. It
Yeah,
was
just
pretty
kinda,
straightforward.
unless Bubba
Cars
hook,
up
right
front,
hooks
I think
Larson.
it's better than I'd rather watch this than a short track or an oval right now. I'm sorry, short track and a road course.
I think on Gen 6 this would have been a good race.
No, Las
Are you
Vegas
kidding
wasn't
me?
that great in the Gen 6.
No.
I mean, it's better than what it is right now. It's kind of going kaput. over the
I
course of
will.
time.
I will say. I feel like since the Gen 7 has started, I think we have seen a slow decline of races on mile and a half. They've been good, way better than everything else. And we've seen super speedways because the strategies changed with the whole fuel saving. They've kind of gone up a little bit, but I feel like I really feel like middle of next year, man, people are going to be over the mile and a halves.
They got to keep improving them. That's the
NASCAR
only
has to
thing you
keep
can do. You got
as long. I've been a NASCAR fan for a long time. They have to keep changing the rules.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
what
let
keeps
it go
it
stale.
interesting.
Okay. Here's what we do. We
should
implement
just-
a ban list.
Shut up, DJ.
I think
dumb.
they
Listen,
should just
it
let
works.
The teams make their own parts and just let them have fun.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
Denny
just,
Hamlin went
I
on
just
a rant
hope
on his
that
podcast. You hear that?
No,
He went on a whole thing like it's ridiculous that we hire all these third-party vendors when RFK, Hendrick, and all these other teams could literally make all these parts for half the price.
100%.
I
Cut
I
the
don't
cost of the vehicles. Bring
do
money
all
back
that.
into what they
Have RFK make this. Have Hendrick make that. Have this team make that. Whatever. Like a bunch of these parts.
do. Oh, don't let
Hold on,
Hendrick make louvers.
Send it. Send it to NASCAR for inspection and approval, and then distribute it out to the teams random draw.
Chevy
feel
team
like-
gets a Ford louver.
Okay.
I
whatever.
apologize.
Yeah,
Make
that's
this
Chase
work.
Elliott. I know it's got a Toyota bumper on it, but he did get the random draw from Joe Gibbs
That's
this week.
that's what we do. We basically put everybody. They bring the cars to the track, and then we just draw numbers out of a hat of which car you're driving.
Oh God.
And then you just wrap it with your sponsorship.
I mean,
and-
honestly,
No,
we're,
you
we're
have to
going-
run the others. You have to run the way it is.
We're honestly heading to that point.
Russian
Right?
roulette.
It's gonna be. I don't know, man. I'm kind of falling off the Gen 7 bandwagon.
You've been falling off for a long time.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
it's getting worse. I'm not a fan. Like
I will say, knock
there's
on wood.
aspects I like, but there's a lot I don't.
Knock on wood. I do think that, as far as driver safety, I do think they've made some major improvements there.
Yeah, but it's not as safe as Gen 6.
I agree. However, that should never have been the case. However, blah blah blah, whatever. So I do think that they've done that. But I wonder if maybe that's taken precedence over making the racing product better.
No, it's because I don't know, man. It's such a messed up thing. All the drivers want a higher horsepower car.
I would love
like
for them to see
the whole
that.
thing with Kyle Larson, and like, did you see the interviews and stuff of him like doing the IndyCar test this week?
Yeah, a little
And
bit.
how much fun he had and all
Yeah.
this different stuff, and talking about like, oh yeah, man, I went 200 once in an ARCA car back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, man. Like,
The fact that ARCA went
trying not to
220
get
and
too
we
negative.
and we can't have a cup car doing 220.
It's just ridiculous that we run a cup car at 700 horsepower. I
Yeah.
can literally go buy that in the showroom right now. Like 6-7 horsepower is not that crazy. This car should have 900,000 horsepower and should be ridiculous. Should be incredibly hard to drive, and should just be.
I think
it's
they
just-
should. I
It
think
should be way faster.
for the idea of marketing, I think it should be 1,000. Because, I mean, can you imagine marketing? 1,000 horsepower engines, and stuff like that. I just think it's.
Oh my
I think
God,
it'd be-
Kuzman has the freaking comment of the year. Read that junk, DJ.
It's like going to a local amusement park and someone gets in a fast golf cart and everyone gets the slow one.
That's
Everyone else
it,
gets
bro.
the slow one.
That's where we're at right now.
I always got the slow one.
See, I always thought I got the slow one, but then I realized it was because I was heavier than everybody, and
That's what it feels
I
like.
just I always had the slow one.
We're going down that route. I don't know, man. I'm not about it. You give them a bunch more horsepower, and you can make it really racy, and you can put it more into driver skill instead of 1/10 of a pound of air pressure and who's the fastest. Might be okay.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of the kit car thing either. I like
What
it
if they went
when
full electric?
I like it when you
Shut
can make all your
up.
own
Oh
stuff.
my God.
I
bro.
do. Okay,
They're gonna
hold on,
listen
hold
to
on,
this
hold
and
on,
be
hold
like,
on.
oh, the fans want electric.
What
Hold
about
on,
top
hold on.
alcohol?
I do. Well, I do think there is a place for electric. However, I don't know if it's in the Cup Series where they.
Formula E.
No, but using
No,
it as
bro.
like a way to help pass.
No.
Give yourself a boost of an extra
No.
250 horsepower.
No.
You're saying NASCAR should add a DRS button?
Yes.
Shut up. Oh
I-
my God.
Try it. At this
I'm out,
point,
like,
where everyone complains about not being able to pass, add an extra, for a
I'll
button.
I'll just be like Formula One, and I'll just use DRS to prevent you from passing.
You don't give them DRS. You don't give the choice. Listen, I'm not
You
saying
should
this.
let the crew chiefs
Let's-
have choice
This
over
is,
it.
this is a ridiculous.
the crew chiefs.
Let the crew chiefs. So they're watching.
You're going
like,
too
all right,
slow.
You're coming up. You're going up. DRS.
Oh, that'd be wild. Yeah,
NASCAR
I don't think you can.
over engineers everything.
Yeah.
Down to the 1/10 of a pound of air pressure, 64th of an inch on body tolerance, all these things. Like, it's so strict, so tight. We just need to go back to bigger horsepower and get rid of some of the aero effect and some of those things. Go back to
Yeah.
faster speeds. And you got to build a safer car and run faster cars. And if your transaxle can't handle it, you need a freaking higher manufacturer that can build a transaxle that can handle 1,000 horsepower.
I mean,
ridiculous.
the Le Mans car is at 800,
No,
850.
700.
Well,
Same.
I thought it was.
670
I
or
thought it was.
whatever.
I thought it was a little higher.
Oop.
Okay, but still, that transaxle ran for what? 20 hours, 16
it's because
hours.
they want to be able to run the team owners. You know we love Hendrick. The dude is freaking rich out of his freaking mind, but he's like, yes, but he needs to run 5 races.
Nope, one race.
Yeah, but not if the racing sucks.
One race. I think you should have to rebuild the car after every race. I mean, I don't.
Some of,
it
some
ain't
of
my
these
money.
parts
but-
should be like you. Yeah, if you're gonna freaking run it into the ground like a dog, it's gonna last one race.
Yeah.
But if you want to win, whatever. Bro.
I don't know. Yeah.
Do you think?
I
do
just
you
don't-
think Hendrick gets a lot of his money from his car dealerships?
Oh yeah, bro.
Do you think
Dude is
Keselowski
loaded.
will own car dealerships? Can I go buy a Ram that has Keselowski on the back? Do you think we'll get to that part?
Well,
a
considering
Rebel.
he's a Ford team owner, I don't think you're going to get a Ram.
But
he-
he's got a
he-
Use-
special heart.
Hendrick owns like every single kind of.
Dude, that was
car
weird.
dealership.
I texted everyone today. I was driving around and I'm like, hold on a second. I saw a Hendrix sticker and it was a Toyota from Concord. And I'm like, wait a minute. You're telling me this man has Toyotas too?
Me and
Saying,
Matt figured
there's
that
a
out on
possibility.
our way to Charlotte. And we're like, we passed so many Hendrick dealerships. And it's like Dodge, Chevy.
Hendrick,
Toyota?
Hendrick. They're all
They're
in a row
all Hendrick.
too.
We're like,
they're all
this
right
is like
there in
Hendrick
a row.
Boulevard right here. All Hendrick car dealerships.
That's wild. That's, but
It's,
hey,
it's wild. It's straight up
I
crazy.
think honestly they need to quit playing to the Spire Motorsports, to the Rick Ware. If you're Rick Ware and you can't afford to race Top Dog, then get out, bro.
Sell the charter.
Get out.
There's plenty of teams that want it.
Take your $40 million and get out.
Yep. There's plenty of teams that want to come in.
Yeah, we got to switch.
You have
it
junior.
has to change.
Every team that doesn't have 4 cars has pretty much said they want another charter if they could get it. So you know that if you can't run it, sorry, go.
Yeah, I think we're continually over the last 2 years going down a slope of actually more than that. Probably since the high
Still there.
downforce, low horsepower package.
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
thought you
paying
were. I
atten-
thought
I'm
you
just
were
listening.
vibing out over here.
No, I'm just listening.
Since the high horsepower, low downforce, like that was ever since then we have been continually steadying on a steady pace towards just becoming very vanilla and very bland
Yeah.
on a lot of these tracks, and that's got to change. We got to go back to the old days of big horsepower. Have to.
Big horse.
I don't know why they don't try it. Like, try it for the short track package or try it
Money,
for something.
bro.
These cars are already
I just don't see an
$350,000.
excuse after watching Indy 500 every year where they're rocking like 220 in a car that's significantly less safe than what we have in NASCAR.
Right?
Racing is not safe.
That's
It's
what I'm
not.
kind of saying. Like at
They
that
should
point, you
switch
might as
to
well just do it.
IndyCar's freaking insurance provider if they can't run 200 in NASCAR.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm saying.
I mean, there's racing that go. I mean, there's drag racing that goes on at what 300 and something miles an hour. They can get insurance.
In a
granted-
car that's significantly less safe than
Yeah.
a NASCAR.
yeah,
I don't know.
significantly. Kuzman asked if Rick Ware Racing is in other racing series.
Oh yeah, a bunch.
Yeah.
A bunch.
Yeah, so
IndyCar, NASCAR. I think they're in some drag racing. They're in sports car racing. I mean, they got their hand in a lot
Yep.
of cookie jars.
Kuzman, you're exactly right, and that is why we believe Dodge is not coming into the sport. Dodge is like, boys,
Big
our
facts.
street cars put out more horsepower than your cup cars. Why
Literally-
would Dodge come into the sport? Why?
Literally, a buddy of mine has a freaking Charger Scat Pack, more horsepower than a Cup car.
Even the Scat Pack does?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Okay, I thought it was that
Oh,
was like
yeah,
5 or
bro.
600. But still, I mean,
No, I mean the one that he has.
oh, okay, I got you.
Oh,
I got
yeah,
you.
she's saucy. Bro.
Yeah, and so I mean that's the thing. Why would Dodge come into the sport if there's no point? Like why would they? I'm just upset about it because I would
It
really
is
love.
what it is, bro.
I would love Dodge to come back into the sport, but they're not going to until there's a higher horsepower. Their
Correct.
engines already are high enough.
We're so close to a Doge car,
A Doge car.
Doge car.
and not with like a Chevy emblem, like a Dodge Doge car.
Oh my
A
god.
Dodge.
Anyways.
Doge.
What's next, dude?
What was the other Kuzman question? So since
Let me look it up.
we already did one Kuzman question, so we're going to move on to our official Kuzman and Friends question of the week. If you guys have a question you want us to answer on the show, send it over to us on X, and if we like it, we will put it on
Wasn't
the show.
the original Kuzman question about Chase Elliott, and we just like, yeah, whatever, he'll be fine, and then we just moved on to something totally off topic.
I don't know.
Yes, it was. Does Chase Elliott still deserve his Golden Boy role after like this year? Has he underperformed?
I mean,
out
everyone
of it?
has bad years, so like, I'm sorry, not to go back to that question, but we kind of did brush over it. I
Yeah.
mean, not to. I mean, he had a bad year. Whatever.
I say he is still the perfect poster child that NASCAR wants.
Doesn't get in trouble unless he wrecks Hamlin on purpose.
I
Dude,
like
I
that
heard
Chase
something.
Elliott.
I heard something with.
I think he should go by Clyde. That's his real name. He should go by Clyde Elliott.
That's the most
and
NASCAR
be a bad
name.
boy.
I heard
Yep.
Clyde
With a
Elliott
mullet.
was in the
That's the
playoffs.
most
A
NASCAR
mullet.
name ever.
A mullet and those handlebar mustaches he had for like a week.
Yeah, bro. I like that guy.
Yep.
No, I heard Jeff Gordon is very big on keeping everyone
Clyde
happy
Stomp.
and keeping everyone unopinionated and keeping everything very vanilla, and that is a very big. Jeff
He
Gordon
came
thing.
out and shot Denny Hamlin's comments down.
Yeah.
And about like we don't need our drivers doing podcasts and things like that.
No,
Me and
straight
Matt
up.
spoke
He's
it.
like, they don't need it. They don't need a word. They don't need
Jeff
to talk.
Gordon is wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, it is
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Even being a
I
lifelong.
want to see Chase Elliott on the Hot Ones trying to eat wings and answer random questions about why he hasn't got a
hell
wife
yeah,
yet
bro.
or something.
That'd be
With
hilarious.
the Hooters girl on his elbow.
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro.
Something.
Be
I mean, my
freaking
big
America's
thing is
boy.
like,
Yeah.
Go.
yeah,
Be
my-
Noah Gregson.
Be Clyde with a bunch of Hooters girls around eating chicken wings.
As a long
Riley
time
Hurst.
Hendrick fan, they've always been kind of clean cut, professional,
for sure.
vanilla.
Yeah.
Kind of. That's like their image. And then Dale Jr. showed up, and then that kind of went out the window for a couple years. And then after
Only with Dale Jr. though.
only with Dale Jr. though.
I don't know. He wasn't that bad, was he?
No, Dale Jr. had personality.
His
He
Well,
radio
brought-
was
that's
pretty
true.
funny.
Yeah.
I've gone back and listened to a few of his radio, like in-car radios. Dude, they're pretty good.
He's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Pretty toxic.
There was one where he was like, "Should I be saving? Should I just go out? Should I drive normal, or should I just not even give a f?" You know? And they're like, "You do you." He's like, "What does that mean?"
I always love like listening to him on the radio, and TJ's like trying to give him lap times. He's like, "Just tell me, was that fast or was it slow? That's all I need to know. Don't give me no time." Like, and he's just like, TJ, just shut up. I'm trying to focus.
My favorite interaction was when he was doing that one Xfinity race at, was it Martinsville?
Yes.
Where he's just like, "Oh my God, you got me through it. You got me through it." Like there was some kind of major wreck, and somehow TJ's like, go, stop, go, left, down. Like goes and he just, literally gets through it, doesn't hit anything. He's just like, "Oh my God, I couldn't see a thing. You got me through it."
No, my big thing is
I
like,
love that one.
from back
Did
in
you
the
see
day.
the one where the wheel fell off?
No.
His wheel came unindexed,
Oh, I did
and he
see
was
that.
like, "Man, I had to grab and turn the car with my hand, man. Y'all see that?"
I've seen
I
that
remember,
in car
I remember
before.
back in the day, it's like Jimmy used to always be so boring listening to him on the radio because he'd be silent the whole time until something went wrong, and then he just like every
would
other
blow
word
up.
was like
Yeah.
every other word was a cuss word after that.
All right.
But yeah.
All right.
What is
Here's-
officially our Kuzman
All right.
question?
What is your first memory of watching NASCAR, and what got you into watching NASCAR? This could be interesting because I feel like I might be.
I don't even. I gotta think about
responsible.
mine.
I
Jake
go
is
first.
responsible for pretty much everybody except Jeff.
Pretty much.
Go ahead.
So my first memory of NASCAR was the 2015 Truck Series at Daytona. Went with Jake, first race. It was so cold. It was freezing. It was
29 degrees.
It was 29 degrees in Florida. It was so cold. Sitting on steel seats.
Back when they had the steel.
the steel
the
seats.
steel
Yep, it was before
bleachers.
the renovation.
Campbell section.
And
Campbell.
all I
Fourth row.
remember was trying to warm up our Taco Bell burritos with hand warmers, and Christopher Bell doing 17 backflips down the start checker line, just front back. It was Christopher Bell back then. Yeah, that was my first memory. It was awesome.
That's where the Here for the Speed name came from.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you went back. I think the next time we went, the next race we went to, and
It's
they're
never
like-
been that cold ever again.
Well, Matt, the lady was like, "So hey, who do you root for?" Matt wanted to like buy a shirt or whatever. He was like,
Y'all tried to talk me into Tony Stewart.
We're
And
trying
I
to
was
get
like,
him to
listen,
pick
I
his-
could
like,
I
I
could
could
like
see
Listen,
Matt-
Matt,
I
Matt
could
as
see
a Tony
Matt-
Stewart fan would
I
make
could see
It
sense.
was
Matt
the
as a
year he
Tony
was
Stewart.
retiring.
Thank you.
I
Y'all
can see
made me
Matt as
pick
a
this
Tony
guy to
Stewart.
root for, and then he retired.
Matt
that same
is Tony
year.
Stewart.
And I was like, well, I got to pick a new one.
Liquor a barrel like
Well,
that's
thank you.
literally Tony Stewart. Like, come on.
What bust is that?
No, Tony Stewart. Tony
Thank
Stewart
you.
is, "Hey media, ask better questions." See, this person's asking a good question.
You used
like,
all 3 brain cells to figure out that question, didn't you?
Thank you. Yes.
That is 100% Matt.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I
What about
switched
you,
over to
Jeff?
Brad.
Oh man.
First memory, who got you into it?
So my parents both were fans, and they got me into it. My dad owned his own car shop in Central Florida. Did a bunch of work for some of the Cup drivers, just servicing their personal vehicles. Yeah, like he worked on like the Nemechek's cars and a bunch of stuff.
How
And
come we haven't heard this story yet?
yeah,
He's making it up.
and then my dad was also being a shop that was like a tire shop, a repair shop, and a car sales.
And a hair care and
Place.
tire center.
What's a
the
Walmart?
the whole 9 yards. We did everything.
How about
And
you grill?
basically and we
Sorry,
were
Jeff.
we were partners and with a bunch of like industry people, so like Snap-on, Napa. We worked with a lot of those people, so we used to get tickets for the races all the time. We used to get tickets for the 400, not never the 500 because it was a different
Oh, yeah.
level of event, but we used to get the 400. So my first time watching was the 2002 500. And that was Jimmy's rookie season. My mom was a Gordon fan, so I just kind of became a Jimmy fan because he was like the new guy with Hendrick. So yeah, that was my first experience watching it. My parents got me into it, and then I went to my first race in like 2006 or 7 or something like that, and that was a Daytona Pepsi 400 or whatever. So yeah, that's as far back as I can remember. But yeah, what about you, DJ?
So I actually took Jake to his first. No, I'm just kidding. Nope.
97 Bristol.
97.
So the first, I honestly can't remember the first time I like remember like being around NASCAR. The first time I ever really got into it was obviously when Jake came around. Was the 2014 Coke? Was it Coke Zero Sugar back then? 400.
Jake is such a bad influence on y'all, bro.
Oh, Jake has been a horrible influence on me.
My investment has paid off. Look at us now.
Yeah. Yep. And so I went to that one. It was rain delayed or something, wasn't it? The 14th
Yes, it was rain delayed from Saturday to Sunday.
to Sunday.
And remember I told you, I was like, DJ, just come. We'll probably get a free ticket. It's no big deal. This guy literally rides him on a bike.
Yeah,
I got 2 free tickets. You guys want them? We're like, yep.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that worked.
I was like, wow, I've never been offered free tickets. I completely lied the day before, but yes.
The funny, well, I mean, he was like, look, and I think you did tell me, you're like, look, worst case scenario, it is going to be like $30-$40. Like, it was cheap. He's like, I'm sure we'll find someone trying to give away their tickets because it's been rained out. People can't come and stuff. This dude literally rolls up on a bicycle. He's like,
Meant
yeah,
to be, bro.
yeah.
Meant to be.
So I go in. I've actually still got some videos of it. And back then, you could actually like go up to the fence when they
Isn't that
were driving by.
crazy, bro?
And I look at that now, and I'm like, this was only 2014. There is no way I would be anywhere near that fence now.
I would
Y'all
do
are
it.
pansies.
I'd sign the
I'd be right
waiver.
there.
I told Daytona when they.
Jake, you literally said like 2 weeks ago, I want to move my seats.
That's
I
true.
can't-
But I'll
I
go down
can't
like
even
one
risk
time.
it anymore. I need nosebleeds. I can't do
This
it.
need
new car.
nosebleeds.
This new car is like a little sus, bro.
It's
That is true.
plastic.
This was the
Chill.
old car.
I did tell Daytona when they redid the whole thing, and I talked to one of the upper guys with Daytona. I'm like, you guys should create a waiver and let people sign it if they want to go stand next to the fence. And he was like, no.
Yeah, that's not
Every
happening.
single
No.
person would sign it.
Yep.
I would sign it.
Nobody would be in the stands.
Yep.
There's nothing like standing on that
So,
fence.
so I went to that race. It was rain delayed. It ended up getting cut short because of rain, and I believe that what we talked about earlier. I believe it was the 43. Eric Amarola was in it at the time, and he was in the lead.
Grody.
And we went back because the parking spot was apparently was always Taco Bell. So it was you, me, and Lindsay. We all just went back to your
Back
car.
before we camped.
Yep. And we just kind of sat in there for a little bit, and then we're like, well, we're probably not racing today. And I think we were about to pull out of the parking lot, or it was
I
right-
did not leave before I knew it was canceled.
Was that what? Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
it was.
I knew it was called.
Yeah. So then, dude, the whole way home for that hour and a half, Jake is just going off about how upset and pissed off he is and stuff like that. I'm like, I thought it was fun. Like, I got to
I
go
was
right up
so
to the
mad.
fence and watch cars go by at 200 miles an
You
hour.
got to go back to that day where it rained for 30 minutes.
It
And
was.
they
quick.
lost the track for
Yeah.
sure. But there was no rain to the west. And it was like a Sunday at like
It was early.
5 o'clock,
It was pretty
4
early.
o'clock. Like plenty of time to dry the track, resume the race, and finish by 8, 9 o'clock.
Are you sure it wasn't a Monday?
No, it was definitely Sunday.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's probably why I went, because I was probably free on Sunday.
Yep.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I'm like, I just remember it was rain delayed, but yeah, that was the first one. And then I don't think since then I went from then basically to the Clash at 2020 was the next time I went to a race.
That was the first time you camped.
That was the first time I think I went to a race.
That was a good time.
I mean, we'd watch the races here, but I would never go. That was the coldest I've ever been.
That was a cold.
That was
a cold weekend. That was a
Yeah.
cold clash.
That was a cold clash.
Cold clash.
Yeah, no, it was freezing. That's a whole nother thing. But that was the first camping experience. That was honestly, I talk about it all the time. That was one of the most fun weekends I think I've ever had. Like just hanging out, like us just goofing off, us being stupid. At one part, me and Matt's supposed to cook, but Matt had way too much to drink that night.
No. Jeff forfeited his drink. And he's like, I can't do this. You need to drink it. I was like, all right. It was too much. It was Jeff's fault.
I
Oh no!
was like,
oh no! We lost the camera feed. I
I
can't
was-
finish the story.
anyway, I was like, man, Matt's not doing so hot. Someone needs to take care of him.
I gotta fix it.
I need to make some food, so I need
Hey,
to
be
stop
nice.
drinking. So I'm gonna give it to Matt. So
That's so
there's
rude.
that. But nah, man, that was a good weekend. That was probably one of the coldest I've ever been for sure. That's cold. Like I remember going up to your truck and knocking on the door to your truck. I'm like,
Bro.
can I go sleep in the front seat with you and Megan?
Bro, this guy.
I was so
This guy
freaking
shows up to
cold.
Daytona.
I don't think I even know that story.
It's 40 degrees. He's like,
No, I was colder than that, bro.
He's like, I got a blanket and I got a cot. And I was like, you're going to freeze. Like,
It was below freezing.
I
that
gave
night.
up 2 of my blankets for you.
But
I
I
would've been
can't-
fine with
I
those
walked
2
over to the
blankets.
truck. I'm like, I'm too cold. And I'm like,
I think I
"Can
told you
come-
no."
Can I sleep in the front seat? And, no, you told me no. And then Megan's like, no, Jeff, come on. You can sleep in the front seat. And I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like,
She
great.
was sleeping in the back, laid
Yo.
out. And I was in the driver's seat because they had seat warmers. And I was chilling in the seat warmers.
And I was like, I come in. And Megan's like, yes.
Dude,
I slept in the back of my
it was
F-250 on a mattress.
Big
We
red.
roughed it out.
Big
Red.
Roughed it
Back
out.
in the days.
Dang, man. Big.
No.
Do it again.
Dude, it was cold. I don't
did you
know
tell the
y'all,
part
it was
about me
cold
trying to
back
cook?
there.
You said you were fine. You
Oh,
were like,
bro. So
No,
DJ
so-
was a little. DJ
Yeah.
was a little. So I was the only sober one. Just
Sober
I
was
had-
a loose term.
no, I was sober for sure.
you were like a 4.
I was like, and I'm over here like being all judgy, like, man, look at all these fools, bro. They sauce this, all get out,
It's your
whatever.
fault. You should have finished.
And
your
I'm
drink.
like, man, these guys they are irresponsible, bro. They should have known.
Oh
their
my
limit.
gosh.
And then I look at DJ and he's like, bro, I'm barely hanging on. And meanwhile,
Dude,
he's flipping
I'm cooking,
burgers on
and
the grill.
I'm having to grill because Matt is our cook. Like Matt is our chef.
We
He, like-
lost our chef.
and
After
so
2 Blue Islands,
Matt was done. Matt was done, and so it was like they're like
was-
DJ, you're gonna have to cook, and I'm like, what are we cooking? And they're like, it's burgers. You should be fine. I'm like, okay. Dude, I'm trying to start this, and our friends at our campsite next to us are literally having to help me light this thing
They're
because I
laughing at
can't get it lit.
He's like 4 or 5 old
and,
guys.
and I'm just like,
I just go over to DJ. I'm like, man, can you believe these guys? And you just flipping burgers. Just looks at me. I'm barely hanging on myself, bro.
I was at that point where I'm like,
I'm like, bruh.
I can function, but don't ask me to do anything complicated.
I'm like, bruh, what the?
I'll
what the heck
never
is
forget.
going
I'm
on?
gonna tell on Matt a little bit here. That same night, Matt went and threw up in the trash can.
But he tied it up.
And our friends next to us are like, man, he's such a nice boy. Look at him tying up the trash can.
I
and
did.
just
I
puked
felt
his
so
guts
bad.
out.
I felt so bad. I went over there.
There
I
was some
tied
dude
it
in his
shut.
car right next to it too.
I felt so bad.
You're like, that's how you know, like, we have quality people. camping next to us.
Oh, we
Dude,
love
I
those
felt
guys.
bad. I was like, man, I don't want to be over here doing this,
God,
but
that was so
I had
funny.
to do it. It was either that or the fence, and I wasn't throwing up on the fence.
I mean,
No,
I
Jeff.
handed Matt a burger and he took one bite of it and I
My
was like, "How's it going,
you guys
buddy?"
don't
I was
understand.
like, "How's it going,
I
pal?
melted
How's that
my
burger?"
shoes
Huh?
at the campfire. I didn't feel my shoes.
Oh,
melting.
I
Like,
forgot
they
about that.
straight up were melted. The
Yeah.
soles of my
Cold
feet.
weekend, bro.
It was so.
But
cold.
I legit like
was a
handed Matt
great
a burger
fire.
and he took one bite of it. I'm like, "How's the burger, buddy?" He's like, "It's really good," and then just throws it in the fire.
I knew it was coming up. I was like, listen, the less that comes up, the better.
Yep. Kuzman
was the
says
quality.
he's like, I think what got me into racing in the first place was I had a cousin who raced dirt modifies.
Drifty boys.
Then I just remember watching NASCAR on Sundays after church. Then whatever sport was on. Sounds like you're one of us. You fit
much.
right in, Jake.
I think I'm trying to remember. I think my first memory of racing, I had to be probably, and there's photos of it. My parents have photos of it. I had to be 5 years old, maybe 4 years old. We went to Bristol a long time ago, back when it was concrete grandstands in the backstretch.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun.
That's vintage.
Like 5 Flags vintage.
Oh, that was
But we
You got
went
one to cinder block this
pretty
on.
pretty much pretty close, pretty freaking close actually.
if you get a chance, look up Five Flags. Like it's
Some
their
of their seating
seating.
is a little rough.
Their seating,
Their general admission is a little rude.
especially
No,
after
I went,
sweating your butt off in the 110 degrees.
Went to that for the night race for the Busch Series race back then, and we went. I'll never forget growing up. The sound of single car qualifying at Bristol is probably one of the coolest things.
Oh,
There's
it's so
nothing
cool.
else like it. There's nothing else like
No,
it.
Bristol's its own thing. I'd love to hear it now with the car.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. Like this new car, I'd love to go there and just hear it.
So that's one, and then the person that got me into racing is obviously Father Speed. So,
Father Speed.
Father
I have a new
Speed.
favorite memory. When we,
ooh, a favorite memory.
my new favorite. It's my new favorite memory.
New favorite.
It
Okay.
was driving back with Oreo and Jeff's walking. And he puts his hand out. And he hits Jeff's ass so hard. He smacks that motherfucker.
Bro,
I
I'm
swear.
literally just walking down the road.
Everybody heard that.
Three of us were in the golf cart. 3 of us were walking. Jeff was walking.
I'm
and
literally
Oreo's like, "Is that your
walking.
buddy?" And we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Watch this." And he goes out there with his big meaty claws, and he just
Big meaty.
wow, and he just
claws.
smacks Jeff's ass while walking down
And
Daytona.
I'm having like a legit, like serious, like
we
borderline,
didn't even stop or
borderline,
slow down.
borderline,
we just kept going.
like heart to heart with Lewis. We're
At
just
3
talking.
a.m. in the morning at Daytona. Okay.
And we're just talking about like life and
We're talking about
stuff.
life, bro. Just left
And-
the pool
and
bar.
and all
Just
of a
need to have a
sudden,
deep one.
You never know.
and all of a sudden, I just see this golf cart like
You
rolling
should have
up
heard the
behind
Jaws
us,
theme song.
and it was just smack.
How'd
And
you
I'm
s-
just
hold
like-
on. How'd you see it if it was behind you?
I mean, I kind
You
of like.
felt it. It
Well,
was
I
like a
heard
spider
it
sense.
He's
rather.
Okay.
Sorry,
lying,
not
bro.
saw.
He's lying. He got totally.
I heard
surprised.
it.
He has the peripheral
Well, I
vision
heard
of a
the golf
bug.
cart. You can hear the golf cart coming, but I didn't
Yeah,
realize
there's
it was
golf
that
carts all the
close.
time.
Yeah, but this one was closer
it
than
was
normal.
just-
It's like this one's gonna run me over.
It was pretty close, and you just see this man with a big freaking hand just whack me, bro,
Bro, he hit it with intention. He just
with intention.
What was really funny is right. We went with such a big party.
I was laughing so hard I thought I was gonna fall off the back of the golf cart. And I knew they weren't gonna stop to come get me. So I had to hold on.
Well, it's funny. We were such a big group. Normally, like we go to like speed weeks. It's like me, you, and Jeff. It's just 3 of us. We can get a ride with a golf cart anywhere. It's
Yeah.
easy. But me and Matt have made enough connections that we can pretty much call or see somebody and we get a ride, and we just leave everybody else. Meet you on the bar.
Bro, there was
See you
that nice
later.
lady with the truck. She's like, "Where y'all going?" We're like, "Oh, we're going to turn 3." She's like, "Is that your campsite?" We're like, "Yeah, that's our campsite, turn 3." She's like, "All right, I'll drive you there." We got there. We're like, "You want anything from the bar?" She's like, "I thought you were going home." I'm like, "Whoops." We're like, "No, we're sorry. We lied, but thanks for the ride."
Oh, you guys were terrible to them. Oh, you straight up
Matt
like,
was like, "You want anything?" She's like, "No, I've had enough. I shouldn't even be."
y'all,
driving."
y'all
We're
were like trying to play it up like, look, we need to make sure we can get home. And this was like an older lady, and she's like, you could tell was like, listen, I'll make sure you get home okay. I'll make
was
sure you
so
get to your
funny.
campsite. It's
It
like,
was so
yeah,
funny.
thanks for. You want anything from the bar?
Her husband's like, "Don't you drive them anywhere." She's like, "Shut up! I'm gonna do what I want."
I do what I want.
we
She
actually
hopped
did
in
almost
this-
cause a fight.
She hopped in that like she had like a 2023 dually Dodge.
Dude, that was a
23.
huge
That thing
truck.
was huge.
She's like, "Where y'all want to ride?" We're like, "We'll just ride the back. It's fine."
And
Drop the
we were all
tailgate.
gonna jump in the back, and she was like, "I'm like, she doesn't know where to go." So I was like, I guess I'll sit shotgun. So I sat shotgun. I was like, "Thank you so much for taking us."
Fun
just being
times.
nice.
Fun times.
She was a nice lady.
Fun times. One of these days, we're gonna do an episode where stories of the track, and we're gonna try to put all this stuff, do a
Yeah,
bunch
there's
of different
lot
things.
more.
There's a lot of stories.
There's so many we can't.
Yeah.
tell.
Well, this would be
No.
like this would have to be like a paywalled one or
Yeah,
something,
Yep.
like a special event, or even like a live. If we did a live show,
We
ever.
need to tell the story about the leg, though. The guy was
Oh.
falling on the pole.
The big
Yeah,
kahuna
man.
That was painful.
That's a legendary story right
after
there.
the
Yeah.
board.
Anyway,
Okay, so let's see. I think that's all we really have to
That's
talk
it.
about. Unless you guys want to wrap anything up. Next week we go to
for the speed.
which one is it? Not Martinsville. What's the other one?
Homestead.
Homestead.
Miami.
That's right.
Mimi
Local race.
Yep. Local-ish.
fighting
Local.
alligators and snakes.
That's why Matt's like, I'm
and
not going.
snacks.
Nice. Don't they have a beach at the track?
I mean, kind of. They do like a beach party. It's like the lamest.
Did you see the way he
I've
said that?
seen.
He's like, man, kinda.
Because it's ghetto.
Yeah, I know.
Have you seen it?
Have you? You've not,
It's
have
like
you
a
ever seen-
20 by 20 square. They just put some white sand out there. Like, big beach party.
Beach
it's
party at
like, It's like
Homestead.
half the size of an RV spot at Daytona. They put
Oh
some
my
sand on
God.
it.
It's so ratchet.
So bad.
And they're like,
That's
yeah, and you
Bobo,
can't
bro.
see the race, and it's just like, you like the snake pit from Indy?
Yeah.
They're like trying to recreate that vibe, but Dollar Tree style.
Dollar
bad.
Tree.
It's so ratchet, bro.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny.
So
well,
we'll be at a
and,
beach party.
Me and Matt might be there.
We're trying.
We'll see there. Might be there on Saturday.
Trying to
Have
get the
have some
plans.
stories. We'll see.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if y'all end up there.
That's how it works. 1 week runs.
All right, y'all. It's been fun, but we got to get to bed. So thank you for listening. Make sure you turn in next week where we go into deep dive on the tapes that we have found. See you guys later. Bye.